yell times listener heartbreak comfort. So it's just sort of like your old boyfriend slash girlfriend broke up with you. So it's like you're finding Raph for comfort. Yeah, so yeah. And another news, no music anymore because the last time I did music, it's sort of like it was copyrighted, so I can't do music anymore. So sorry, but yeah, let's get started. Anyways, I am not in my closet. I am under my desk because my iPad needs to charge. So hopefully it doesn't run out of power while I am middle of streaming. But yeah, let's get on with the video. And if my brother pops his head in, don't mind him. You were getting into a lot of fights with your partner recently. You have been arguing way more than you like it. Probably because they were spending less time with you because they have found someone new, and they told you that they really liked them, even though they promised that they would be your partner forever. Today's fight was no different from the others. You guys were yelling at each other, but trying not to get violent because you don't want to hurt each other accidentally. Because even though you guys were arguing, you still love each other somewhat. Halfway through the argument, you told them that maybe you guys should break up, like not be a couple anymore. And your boyfriend slash girlfriend, they got angry because they didn't want to break up because you were the one out of them that had a sustainable job and your partner was living in your apartment. So if they broke up with you, then they wouldn't have a good job or a sustainable home and family. After the argument ended, you went to find the guys. You knew them for a year or two now. After you guys met, when you saw them sneaking around on the rooftops, and you became quick friends with them. You go to April's school, so you also know April, and you know the basics about the bad guys like Big Mama, Draxum. I don't know if Draxum's an enemy or not. The Foot Clan, the Purple Dragons. You know about those guys. So you went to find the guys to tell them about it. Of course, Raph was the first one to see you. He was reading one of his comics when he saw you walking into the lair, and he was like, Yeah. Oh, hi, listener. We have brought you here today. You always saw that Raph acted differently around you than the other brothers did. Like, help you out the best he could, talk with you when you need someone to talk, when Mikey isn't available, because he was in the middle of a therapy session with Donnie. Lol. Donnie goes to therapy, right? Yeah, Dr. Delicate Touch. Yeah, Donnie work with Mikey. Donnie does therapy, right? I think she does. He does. Yeah, he does. So, this time he was no different. He picked you up, twirl you around, and he was like, hi, Sugar Cakes, well, have you come here? And you told him about the argument you had with your partner, and you were like, well, you should just break up with them right now. So, you followed his advice. You got back to your apartment, and your partner was just sitting on the couch. arms crossed and looking at you with an angered expression. I don't know if your partner's a guy or a girl, so I'm just going to use my regular voice. So, where were you? Your partner demanded. Visiting some friends. You sniped back harshly. And your partner was like, now what you're gonna do? Break up with me? And you were like, yeah, I'm gonna break up with you. And your partner was like, yeah, fine. Just don't come crawling back to me. So they picked up the bag they already packed and left. And you just sat there, you just stood there in the empty doorway, looking into the empty apartment, and you felt alone, sad. You didn't know why you felt that way. You two were never meant to be a couple, so you didn't know why that you were just upset. You went into your bedroom and began to cry. You didn't know why you were so upset. And you didn't know why you were crying over someone that didn't love you. After you broke up with your partner, so this is a few days in advance, you went to Raph. You told Raph how you felt about breaking up with your boyfriend/girlfriend, and he was understanding. He comforts you. He just talks to you. Of course, he got Mikey to talk with you as well because he wasn't that good at emotional stuff. But yeah, and halfway through you and Raph talking session, Leo just popped his head in and he was like, "Hey, Raph, you want to go bowling?" Oh, okay. Guess we're not bowling today. But I'm gonna go some pizza. Have fun with your girlfriend. And Raph just turned his head and he was like, Leo! And you were just giggling on the place where you were, like on the couch, while Raph chased after Leo. So Raph was just angry. And after Raph just basically confronted Leo, he walked back and was like, sorry about that, yeah. And you were like, no, it's totally fine. It cheered me up a little watching you two run around like you guys are kids. And Raph huffed because he doesn't want to be called a kid. Because he was older than all his brothers, so yeah. So, to make you feel better, you and Raph just binge-watched Jujitsu, got pizza, and he made sure to get you another therapy session with Mikey to talk about it. And after that, you felt better. But that was also when you realized that you had a crush on the red-clad turtle. Okay, the audio, that's the end of the audio. So this went better than I thought. I had a script. I changed the script halfway through. I'm much more comfortable making these videos now since I made a few. And no more music because the music I use are copyrighted and I had to delete a video because of that. So no more music. I am working on the Mikey one. Sorry if it's taking long and the Disaster Twins one, but I am starting to get into like using my own characters. I'm working on one for Silver, my OC, the one on my like icon. So I am working on her, I am working on Echo, I am working on a few of my characters. I will do an introduction later, so don't worry. So that's all I have. Raph times listener breakup heartbreak comfort. So it's like, yeah, that's it. Goodbye.